Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Titans going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, thank you. The renovations, they have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Here to his running back. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Mariota now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Third down and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Dolphins bring on an extra defense. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play clock's running down. Now Mariota looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Play clock winding down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he comes back with 1 complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Time running out here on the play clock. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to roam now. And cuts out right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And the Titans getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a... And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still sit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, Coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Miami after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense. One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So we've reached... Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll run it here. And a cut to the left, through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. The play clock's running down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Check 50. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try to lead it out.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Detroit. Philly, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much of a hole there. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. They'll set up a throw, and he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here, and a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers, why